Anyway, speaking of quarterbacks, let's still talk about the quarterback. Guess what, guys? We talked about it in the show yesterday, and now we got a chance to go over with you with the comments. Daniel Jones is still the starter.
Oh, jeez.
Why? Why?
That's my guy, man.
Yeah. I gotta say, when you look at the way Daboll talks about him now, though, it's definitely different, guys. It's definitely there's a difference in how he's talking about Daniel Jones than he did just even a few weeks ago. And you can see that he's definitely frustrated, I think.
He's like, damn, this guy's going to cost me my job.
Basically, that's kind of like Daboll comes up to the podium and it's just all over his face second talking about Daniel Jones. So here's the comments he said. He said, we're talking about the offense. He said, just not good enough all the way around. It's hard to generate points when your longest play is 14 yards. Yeah. Then he starts talking about Daniel Jones with weapons around him. He says, we have guys around him that can create explosive plays. We'll go back to the drawing board and do the very best we can. That's a very telling statement, guys. There's not that difficult level of reading between those lines. That's not difficult at all. And
he's like, hey, DJ, read between these lines here.
Yeah, that's basically what he just did. And yeah, I think that's definitely the end is near kind of statement. It should already be here, but the end is definitely near. Last afternoon, I'm sorry, with the Eagles against the Eagles there, he was 14 of 21, 99 yards, guys. Didn't even crack 100 yards. It wasn't like he was pulled out in the first quarter.
You know what's terrible is that Barkley now has more touchdowns in MetLife Stadium than Daniel Jones.
And I think the stat was like almost 2 years since he sort of got a touchdown at MetLife Stadium. It's bad, guys, and it's bad, and it's time. And we talked about it in the show last night, so I don't want to harp too much on the stuff we said, but again, there's no benefit to keeping Daniel Jones in. You don't plan on keeping him. There's an injury guarantee clause. The season is over, at least as far as playoff aspirations. We should be moving on. It should be DeVito time. It should be, let's see. And again, I'm not saying DeVito is going to be great, guys, but I want to see if DeVito develops into a legitimate backup in this league. And the only way you can find that out is by handing him the ball and seeing if he's somebody you feel confident as your backup quarterback next year, potentially. So you have that as an option.
Probably snap him the ball instead of hand him the ball.
Yeah.
Put him under center.
I mean, what I would love is put DeVito in there, find out what he really is, because we got a little bit of a taste of DeVito, and there were some mixed results there. But give him a chance. Let him play out the year, basically, unless he just absolutely embarrasses himself. And then next year, there's an option. Hey, I can bring DeVito as a backup, and I can go ahead and draft a starter. Or, hey, I can go ahead and trade or sign a veteran and then draft somebody, and maybe DeVito is, back to
where he's at now,
or whatever at that point. And there's no loss. There's no bad option in this. So, yeah. I think, honestly,
he could only impress where he comes back, like you said, becomes the backup next year.
Yeah.
He could be like the backup to a bridge quarterback, or potentially like getting someone in the draft, depending on what's out there. Because we still have to break down the QB room for college.
Yeah, and we'll probably be breaking down the college quarterbacks as bye week, the way things are going. So maybe instead of doing the game preview, we'll do the quarterback preview show. But
it's not funny because it's true.
People talk about having a veteran in the room and blah blah blah. Guys, there's already a veteran who's in the building nonstop. His name is Eli Manning.
I think he's got a couple rings too.
Yeah, I know he's not playing, but if you don't think he would take a quarterback under his wing in a heartbeat and teach him stuff, then you're crazy. Eli loves his franchise. Eli loves being around this franchise. If you notice, he's at almost every single game he can be. I mean, he was there like yesterday. Like, I think he would take that role in a heartbeat. Not that it helped for Daniel Jones very much, but it's there. It's there. So,
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.